Good morning, my dear students. Welcome back to SST classes. So, in the last lesson, we were discussing about drainage system. Means we discussed what is drainage and what is drainage basin, what is drainage pattern, different kind of drainage pattern, and along with that, difference between the Himalayan drainage system and the Peninsula drainage system. Now here we are going to discuss about the Himalayan river system. Guys, Himalayan river system is mostly formed by three major rivers. The Ganga river, along with that the Indus and the Brahmaputra. So here we are going to discuss about the Indus river system first. The first point is Indus river system. Okay, so Indus river is a river which originates from Tibet. It originates from Tibet. Near the means it originates from Tibet near the Mansarovar lake. Means the origination place of this river is near Tibet at Mansarovar lake. After that, this river means if we look on the map, then this river originates from here, from this part of Himalayan mountain range. And after that it flows westwards and then enters in Ladakh. Means from Ladakh it enters in India, and after Ladakh it flows in Kashmir, and then finally enters in Pakistan, and in this way in the Arabian Sea. Okay, so finally the Indus river drained its water to the Arabian Sea. So Indus river originates from Tibet near Mansarovar lake, and after originating it flows toward westward and then finally enters in India from Ladakh, and after entering in Ladakh after entering Ladakh it flows there, and after that finally in Kashmir and then in Pakistan. Okay, in Kashmir some major tributaries of Indus river merges in it, which are the Hunja, the Shak, the Nubra and the Jaskar. Means some tributaries merges in the Indus river in Kashmir region, which are the Hunja, Jaskar, Nubra, and along with that Shah. Okay, so Indus river originates from Tibet region near Mansarovar lake, and after then it starts to flow westwards and finally enters in India from Ladakh. After flowing in Ladakh it enters in Kashmir, and at the time when it flows in Kashmir, Hunja, Jaskar, Nubra and Shab are the major rivers which merges with the Indus river. Then after Kashmir, this river flows in Gilgistan and Gilead, and finally hammers out on the ground from mountains at Uttarakhand. Is that clear? So Indus river enters in India from Ladakh. This region is Ladakh and this region is Kashmir. So it enters in India from Ladakh. After flowing in Ladakh, it flows in Kashmir, and at that time means in the same region reason, four major tributaries merges with the Indus River, which are Punjab, Jaskar, Nubra and Shaw. And finally it enters in Pakistan, flows in Baltistan and Gilgit, and after that emerges out from the mountains at Atta. And after emerging out, five major rivers merges with Indus rivers, means five major tributaries of Indus river merges with Indus at Mithankot, Pakistan. Which are the Chenab, the Jhelum, the Ravi, the Vyas and the Satluj. These are the major five rivers. The Chenab, after that the Jhelum, the Ravi, the Vyas and the Satluj. And all these rivers merges in the Indus River at Mithankot. This place is Mithankot, situated in Pakistan. So there are five major tributaries of Indus River. Means we can say that generally the Indus River system is formed by Indus River along with its five major tributaries, which are Chenab, Jhelum, Ravi, Vyas and Satluj. Is that clear, guys? So Vyas river merges with the Satluj river in the territory of India only, and the remaining all the rivers merges with the other rivers, means especially with the Satluj river, and finally the water of all these five rivers merges with the Indus river at Mithankot, Pakistan. So in this way the total area covered by this Indus river system or Indus river is nearby 2,900 kilometer. Means 2,900 kilometer is the total flowing area of Indus river. Means the total 2,900 kilometer area is covered by Indus river in its flowing direction. Okay, and in this way Indus river is included among the world's longest river. And in this way, this river formed a large plain, but most of the part of the plain formed by Indus river lies in Pakistan. Only one-third part, only the third part, means out of total it will divide it in three parts. So only the third part of that is in Pakistan. Is in India, which is in Kashmir and Ladakh. Is that clear, guys? And according to the Indus Water Treaty, signed in 1960, guys, this treaty was very popular recently. Means it was in sensation recently when there was a matter of dispute between India and Pakistan because of the terrorist attack on Pathankot and Uri. So because of that, this water treaty was in a sensation. So according to this Indus Water Treaty, which was signed by India and Pakistan in 1960, India used only 20% water out of the total Indus river system water. Means nearby 80% water of the Indus river system is used by Pakistan and 20% is used by India, which India used for irrigation and potable water supply in the areas of Punjab, Haryana and western and northern part of Rajasthan. Is that clear, guys? Now the next river system which we are going to discuss here is the Ganga river system. The Ganga river system is another major system related with the Himalayan river system. Or guys, we can say that this is the most important river system of India, Ganga river system. So the Ganga river originates from Gangotri Glacier. Ganga river originates from Gangotri Glacier situated in Himalaya. So at first from Gangotri Glacier, Ganga river originates in the form of a stream which is called Bhagirathi. Which merges with Alaknanda. At Prayagraj. And finally emerges out from the mountains at Haridwar in Uttarakhand. This river emerges out from mountains. So in this way, the major river of the Ganga river system is Ganga. Ganga river originates from Gangotri Glacier. At the time of origination, this river originates in the form of two streams which are Bhagirathi and Alaknanda. Alaknanda merges with the Bhagirathi in Prayagraj, and finally they both form the Ganga river, and in this way emerges out in the mountains at Haridwar. Is that clear, guys? After that, means after Uttarakhand, this river flows in UP, then in Jharkhand, Bihar and West Bengal. In this way, the Ganga river forms a total 2,500 kilometer drainage system in India. The major tributaries of Ganga river are Yamuna, Ghagra, Gandak, Koshi. The Yamuna, which is a major tributary of Ganga river, originates from Yamunotri Glacier. And this river flows along with Ganga in the right side. Means this is the origination of Ganga river, which enters in India from Uttarakhand and then finally flows in UP, Jharkhand, Bihar, West Bengal and in Bangladesh. This is the flowing direction of Ganga river. The Yamuna river originates along with Ganga river from Yamunotri Glacier, flow parallel to the Ganga river and finally merges with Ganga and Allahabad or Prayagraj. So this is the only major tributary of Ganga river which originates from Himalaya and flows towards the along with Ganga in the right side and merges in Ganga from right. After that, three major rivers merges in Ganga from the left side, which are Gandak, Ghagra and Koshi. These are the three major rivers which merges with Ganga from the left side, and these rivers originate from Nepal, Himalaya. So Himalaya or Nepal is the origination of these three rivers, and this place is Gangotri Glacier, and this place from where Yamuna originates is called as Yamunotri Glacier. Is that clear, guys? Now, three major rivers which originate from the Central Highlands, the dry region of Central Highlands, merges with Ganga from left side, from right side, which are the Chambal river. This is the Chambal, along with that Son and Beko. These are the major rivers originate from the Central Highlands and merges with Ganga. So in this way, all these rivers are responsible for the formation of Ganga river system. So Ganga map a total flow of 2,500 km in India. The easternmost point of Ganga in India is Farakka. Farakka, which is situated in West Bengal, is the easternmost point of Ganga, from where Ganga divides in two distributaries, Bhagirathi and Hooghly. Means from this part, Ganga is divided in two distributaries. First is Hooghly, which flows southwards and merges, finally fall into the Bay of Bengal. And the another one, Bhagirathi, flows through West Bangladesh and finally merge with Brahmaputra, and in this way form a big distributary here, which is called Meghna River. This region is known as Meghna. Is that clear, guys? So in this way, Ganga river system is formed by Ganga river, which originates from Gangotri glacier in the form of two streams, Bhagirathi and Alaknanda. Bhagirathi originates from Gangotri and finally merges with Alaknanda at Prayagraj, Uttaranchal, Uttarakhand, India. And after that, they both merges to form the Ganga river, which emerges out from mountains and start to flow in the plain area at Haridwar. Okay, total area which is covered by Ganga river is nearby 2,500 kilometers. The major tributary of Ganga river is Yamuna, which originates from Yamunotri glacier, flow parallel to the Ganga river and merges in Ganga at Allahabad from right side. Along with that, three other tributaries of Ganga river originate from Nepal's Himalaya, which are Gandak, Ghagra and Kosi. Some other tributaries of Ganga river originate from the central highlands, which are Chambal river, Sun river and Betwa river. And all these rivers form a large amount of water, which finally enters in Farakka, the easternmost point of Ganga in India. And here the Ganga river get divided in two parts, means two distributaries, Hooghly river and the Bhagirathi river. Hooghly river flow in the southern direction and finally fall into the Bay of Bengal, and the Bhagirathi river, which is the major distributary, merges with the Brahmaputra river and in this way form a big distributary, a big river here, which is called Meghna river. So in this way, the Ganga river originates from Gangotri glacier and finally merges with finally fall into the Bay of Bengal. Now the next system which we are going to discuss here is the Brahmaputra river system. Now Brahmaputra river system. So the third major river of the Himalayan river system, which is Brahmaputra river. Guys, Brahmaputra river originates from Tibet. From Tibet near the Mansarovar lake. Means originate from Tibet, from the eastern side, near the eastern side of Mansarovar lake is the origination of Brahmaputra rivers, which is a major river related with the Himalayan river system. After origination, means the origination of Brahmaputra river is very close to the origination of two other rivers which we have already discussed, Satluj river and the Indus river. After that, after the origination, this river flows in eastward direction, and most of the part of this river lies in Tibet, not in India. Means this river originates from this part and after that flows in eastward direction parallel to the eastern Himalayan mountain range, and this most of the part of this river is in Tibet, means it is not in India, outside the India. Okay, and after that it take a U-turn from Namcha Barwa, means after origination this river continuously flows in the eastward direction outside India, but after reaching at Namcha Barwa this river take a U-turn and then enters in India from Arunachal Pradesh. Arunachal Pradesh. And here this river is called as Dihang. Means when this river enters in India from Arunachal Pradesh, after taking a U-turn at Namcha Barwa, known as Dihang, and here it merges with the major tributaries of Brahmaputra river, which are Dibang, Lohit, Dibang, Lohit and Canula. Dibang, Lohit and Canula. These are the major tributaries of Brahmaputra river, merges with the Dihang river, and in this way all these four rivers are responsible to form the Brahmaputra river in Assam. Means when this river enters in Arunachal Pradesh, at that time it is Dihang. Then it is merged with the Dibang, Lohit and Canula rivers, and finally when it reaches in Assam it becomes the Brahmaputra river. Okay, and after flowing in Assam finally it enters in Bangladesh, and at Bangladesh it merges with Bhagirathi, a distributary of Ganga river, and in this way converted into Meghna river. Brahmaputra river is a river which is responsible for the formation of largest delta of the world, largest growing delta of the world, which is Sundarban delta along with Ganga river. When this river flow outside the India, means parallel to the eastern Himalayan mountain range, at that time this river have less deposits of silt due to flowing on the hard surface or rocky surface, but when it enters in India, Arunachal Pradesh and Assam, then it got a lot of high rainfall region. Means at this time this river have a low water content, but when it enters in India then it flow with a region of high rainfall. So because of that it got high water amount, and in this way this river become a region of flood every year in Assam and Bangladesh. You mean to say that because of a lot of silt deposited in the beds of this river, it's this river generally cross its banks in the rainy season, and in this way become a reason of flood in Assam and in the nearby areas of this river, means in the riverine areas of Assam and Bangladesh. So in this way, these are the three rivers of Himalayan river system: Indus River, Ganga River, and finally the Brahmaputra River. And in this way, this is the end of this point, Himalayan river system. The remaining one we will discuss in the next. I hope so that whatever I explained is clear in your mind. If there will be any doubt, you can write me in the comment section. I will definitely resolve all your doubts, all your queries. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Jai Hind.